Oh, God. I'm sorry. Listen, y'all have a seat. I have resurrection power. If I had to say anything about the 7 last words, they are good. But I believe because the story I read in this part of my life that I have a resurrection. Yeah. Come on, y'all ain't saying it like you believe it. Come on, everybody say, I've got resurrection power. Nah, you didn't say it like you believe it. You only quoted me. But if you really say it like you believe it, I wouldn't have to coerce you into saying it. You just believe it because you know it. Just like you know what your last name is, just like you know what your first name is, you ought to know what your purpose in life is. I've got resurrection.
I've got resurrection power.
I'm coming out of it. I might have to limp out. I might gotta crawl out. I'm coming out. Oh, y'all don't want to hear me. He told Lazarus. He just called Lazarus by name. He couldn't just say get up because everybody in the cemetery would have got up. So he had to call Lazarus by his name. And when he yelled his name, Lazarus was still in grave clothes. Still had the napkin over his face. But he came out wrapped up. He came on out the grave. And he said, loose him. And let him go. He wasn't talking about to the folk. He was talking about the grave clothes. All the things he had been through, depression, the heartache, the financial hardships, the rejections, the underhanded stabbings on his life. He told him, loose him. And let him go. That's how I know he's got resurrection power. If he has resurrection power when he was living, he had it when he died. I know I've got resurrection power because he lives in the radio shows now, if you will.
That it's a story taking place in the 11th chapter of the Gospel of John, and I believe the 25th verse says, I am. I am. The story was that Lazarus was sick. Lazarus was a friend to Jesus, who is Mary and Martha's friend, and he used to stop by just every once in a while. And when he would stop by, he finally he heard that Lazarus was sick. They said, y'all, see, they must have sent an Instagram to say that Lazarus was sick, but Jesus had something to do en route.
Yes, sir.
It's right there in those verses, John 11, beginning with verse 1, and then you can see it just right straight down in verse 25, and it says in verse 25 it says, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. I've got some resurrection power. That's all right.
Come on.
All of it already been said. All of it already been said. I envisioned and pictured myself as standing and all of a sudden just hearing the words, because one day he's coming back. And when he comes back, he doesn't have to call my name. Lazarus was privileged with being able to hear his name. And let me not forget the fact that resurrection takes care of some stinky things.
Yes, sir. You talking good, brother.
Some dead things in life. Watch this. You said, what does resurrection have to do with me in my life? Resurrection in my life allows me to understand that there is new life. New life. See, I'm a country boy, and when I was growing up in the country, a certain time of the year, what we used to do is we would go out and we would rake the grass. And after you'd rake the grass, you'd get a pile over in the corner, and you would burn the old. Y'all didn't hear that. You burn the old so that the old could go, so you could restore the old and make some new. He's coming back to make a whole new. There's a story of resurrection.